Hello, everyone. Let me see if I can get the mic moving. So this works. I'm going to attempt to make this heart here. It's like a leaf, and I want to make the chakras too. The chakra hearts, the root to crown chakra, and I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a trinket or hang it on the wall. So that's what I'm doing. See if my guests. I'm going to have some guests on my channel. See if they're going to come. And then anybody else want to come and join our live? Come and join us. Come join us. And you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. You just click the link, follow the directions. All right, so I got to put a chair to sit. Oh, a lot of changes happening, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for them all. Not sure. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm just moving some stuff off this one chair that I had some of my stuff on. Trying to keep my eye on, see if she's coming in. Oh no, Trish is supposed to be here. Crazy and Jim Treasure. So if you have not joined her channel, join her channel. She does a lot of crocheting and stuff, crafting too. So I connect with my crafting friend. I'm half dressed today. I didn't want to get all the way dressed. I'm wearing pants. I am wearing pants. Let's see. I'm wearing pants. Okay, so anyways, got my house coat on. I think you guys can see this whole piece. Let's see. Camera. Oh yeah, we can see the whole piece. All right, good. Good. All right. Once someone comes in, I'll be able to know if you guys can hear me okay. We gotta get the big. Okay, let's get to Word. I want to make look. I'll show you guys all of the little things that I made. Can you see them? Can you see them all? My favorite is the purple one. I'll show you guys. My favorite. My favorite one is this one that I made, and it's purple and silver. Oh, 333. 333. So this is the purple one I made. It's my favorite, actually. I want to make more shells. There's like the blue one, and then there's the chakra one, and there's Will. So there's some of the stuff I've made. And I've made a pink one, and I made this. I finished this one the other day, and I still have to glaze it. This little thing to hang up on the wall, and you can put little things in it. So it's been rainy outside, so I broke down, and I'm crafting inside again today. Hey, Will. Come on up, Will, if you want to. Trisha's coming. I'm just waiting for her. She's just getting ready. So come on up if you want to. We're having a storm tonight. Woo, Will, you need to somehow not get wet, but record the storm outside. But stay safe. Eating a BLT sandwich at Mom's. Yum. My mom just came to visit me today. It's a miracle. I mean, she can't really walk stairs that well anymore, but she made it over here today. That was really sweet of her visit. Just what? but she hasn't seen my apartment since I've had all the plants and everything. So it was nice to her actually see it in person instead of just on my videos. If she does watch my videos, which I don't know if she even does. So I don't know which one I'm gonna make first. This one. Oh, so I don't know which one I'm gonna make first. This one here or this one. But I'm gonna make these like somehow maybe if they're gonna make them hanging up, I'm going to if I'm gonna make them like a hang up thing, I'm going to actually put a bowl up here and then a little string. And they're gonna be painted the chakra colors and then a little gold or silver around it, around the edges. And or this one. This one's another root. This is kind of like a tree, but also like a heart. And also this is a heart, but it's also the chakras. This being the crown chakra, this side being the root chakra, and then all the chakras on each side. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to make yet. We'll see how much I have on this one. I have a few more, but let's see which one. Oops, I just dropped my rolling pin. I'm just seeing if Trish is in here yet, or if Will. Well, you're eating right now. If when you're done eating, if you want to come up, and if you have a window, share your storm with us. That'd be cool. That's entertaining, I think. Cool. All right, let's roll this out. This dough is half of one, and I've already had used half of it. So I got to use my fingers a little bit to work it in a little bit. So you got to work it in a little bit. Okay, just flatten it. It's hard to do it all on camera. Oh, I got to get some water because this dough or this natural clay does really get dry quick. Natural drying clay. I seal it with my Mod Podge first, most of them, and then I seal it with epoxy resin. Some of them I've done both, and some of them I've done just epoxy resin. See what works better. And I want to go grab a little bit of water. With the water, and I got some what do you call it? Parchment paper that I'm doing it on, so at least I'm not making a whole mess. No, just a little bit of a mess, not a whole mess. I just wanted to fix the lines a little bit. See the lines one from me squishing it. You can't roll it, but also adding a little water will smooth it out easier. Because if the dough gets too dry, it gets crumbly. And then you have cracking happening. I was going to keep checking to see if Trish is here yet. So I can let her up. And anybody else, if you're coming in and you want to come and join me here, just pop on up. We have to if you've never been on my channel before, like live, just pop your face on so I can see you. I don't use the, some people use like chopsticks to see how thick. I don't. I just kind of make sure that I have the same pressure when I go over it. And I know how thick I have to have it for it to work for me. So and this is about the thickness that I do it. It's about like that. And I don't like everything to be like perfect because I am doing, this is natural. This is done by hand. Hand handcraft will never be to the same unless you do a lot of like sourcing on it, whatever you want to say. I'm going to cut this heart out so it's easier for me to trace it. No one here yet? Okay, so the StreamYard link is still up here, so you can still scroll up to get it. So let me. I'm gonna need this. I forgot what I needed for a minute. I just gonna cut this part out. This is just some of the stuff I did before writing, and then I did painting. I painted this heart before sometime. I don't know where I was going in. I've got the other chakra heart painted on a. Oh, guys, I'll show you guys my painting that I did of the chakra hearts. That was one of the first things I did. Not this one, but the other one that I showed you. This one. Yeah, and Will likes that picture, so I might send it to Will. Or is it? No, you like the one. You like the one with the chakra lady on it, right? That's one you like. I did another painting with the chakra lady, and she's in her chakra pose. I have to roll it out just a little bit more, or just make this heart just not as pointy. Yeah, let's make this heart not as pointy. Let's cut off this point. And it's almost perfect there. Just gonna trim it a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Just gonna fix that a little bit there. Trish, if you pop on and I don't see you, whatever, send me like a message on Crafty Castle and the Facebook. Oh, so I hear it. Oh, I heard it. I heard her. Okay, let me grab it. There she is. Hey.
Hey.
There she.
Hi,
So
Will.
what are you working on today?
Nothing. I'm up here now. I'm not working on anything. I was working on my cardigan downstairs. I was crocheting.
Oh.
Actually, I was just going to start gaming.
Were you?
Yeah, I was. And then I figured, no, this is better than gaming. Like, I love to game, but I can game later.
Yeah. I want to create with my friends, I want to create with the people that I've met on YouTube, and I believe we met for a reason, and everybody that I meet on YouTube is for a reason. And so we have a purpose, Oh, so I finally made my promotional video, for my reading channel. I made it.
No problem, Will. Next time.
Yeah, he's got to help his mom. His mom needs a lot of his help because his dad is not well anymore right now with his body. All right, so now we're gonna do this heart. We're gonna cut it out. Let me grab my little thingy, my little tool. I got this. I got two of these. I gotta make a bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
and a smaller one, and then a smaller one. But what works really good with cutting it is the little X-Acto knives, which I don't have one in here. Just have to grab the other one. I have two of them. But I like to use one of them for other things. I can always get. All right, so I think we're gonna mark it first and then, right? I should mark it first. Let's mark it first. Let's use this and then mark it all around it like a drawing. I'm gonna put it in water a little bit. And I'm just gonna mark around it. Mark.
Whatever.
What happened?
Well, my brother texted me, and I haven't heard from him for a couple of months. We're kind of like that. And he says, "Hi, sis. It's Rick, your brother," as if I don't know who he is. "I got your message yesterday. Did I say something wrong? Are you mad at me?" I didn't text him yesterday. So I told him that. I said, "I didn't message you yesterday." And he said, "Just want to know it's no big deal." What is no big deal? I asked him. Never mind.
You message him all the time? Like you message him every day usually?
No.
I have a brother too that always in and out, like speaking to me, and then I don't know why, but I just let him be, and eventually he'll speak to me again. And it was never anything I did or anything. It was just something internal, I guess. I don't know if they don't speak to you, then you. If it's not about you, then you maybe we can't help, right? So maybe they just have to do that, I guess.
That's just so maddening.
Well, maybe ask him to explain why he.
I'm trying to, but he's just giving me the brush off, so whatever.
Maybe there was something he said and you didn't remember, or he thought you would remember.
No, he said I messaged him yesterday. I didn't message him at all.
So, this could be someone trolling ya. We have YouTube channels. People do that. And our families need to be open about that because, like, we don't always know who's doing evil shit out there. Because people will make fake accounts. I don't know how he's talking to you, but people will make fake accounts and pretend to be somebody that you know.
Yeah.
Or hack somebody's account and then pretend to be them, right? Like, this is getting worse and worse. And now they want you to join this other app on Messenger where I don't know, they're more in your life. Like AI is more in your life even. And I don't
Sorry.
know. I don't want that.
Now he wants to chat.
Oh well, if you have to leave for a minute, you can always come back. I'll hear you pop on. If you gotta leave for a minute, go talk to your brother.
No, it's okay. I can do both.
Family is more important.
Pay attention to you.
You can just turn me down or whatever, and then we'll talk to your brother.
Never turn you down. Trying really hard not to.
I meant volume. Turn my volume down.
Oh, okay. That I can do.
Misunderstandings happen all the time.
We're just texting each other, so it's not a big deal.
Okay. I'm smoothing the outside out, so that's nice and smooth. I wanted to make something simple but beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through a lot of emotional feelings right now too about a lot of different things. So, because people haven't been open and communicative with me, and those are people that are literally in my life, just like really need to have the talk, right, and about what's going on. Nobody wants to, so it's like I don't know what to do then. And that's why I just put myself in this energy where I just create and I just forget about the things that nobody wants me to know about. But I feel it, you know? So it's like, I wish you would just talk to me. Okay, now we're gonna put the lines. I'm gonna put it back on there. I'm gonna put this back in the plastic because I don't want this to dry out. And it does dry out pretty quick. Okay, now I'm gonna mark off these marks on here onto the thing. Okay. Let's go like this. Let's go start over here. And it'll be smoother when I use the paper to do this. I just like I'm playing some of my videos like from Cast Love and I'm playing some of my what do you call it? I'm playing some of the videos that I've uploaded on Cast Love. Like in the past, I'm playing some of the playlist on my crafting channel, and I just have the volume off.
Mm-hmm.
But I just saw a video from like 9 months ago where I was at a beach or whatever and doing a reading. And yeah, I was wearing my bathing suit, and you can see my bathing suit bottom. So, and someone came into my chat and said, "Do you realize that we can see under your skirt while I'm at the beach? I'm wearing a bathing suit, you idiot." So people are like, if that's all it takes to like get me going, like really, oh my god, it's a bathing suit. Get your head shake. So it's like peace, love, and somebody, whoever that is. I think it's a troll of mine that I actually know, a person I know. And this person's a troll, a used up car salesman. A used up car salesman trying to troll me. You know that when you buy a car from someone, that they are now trolling you for the rest of your life. Look at that. And now, I don't know if I want to put a hole in it and then hang it up on the wall. I think I do. I don't want to make this a trinket. I think I do want to. This brush is dry, so I'm just using it to scrape up a little bit. So now I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to make something healthy of it. Sorry. Just kind of smooth.
Pretty.
Yeah, once I paint it, it will be like I want to leave it flat. So now I got to put a hole in here. So I think this one's going to need 2 holes to be hung up, you know, so it's proper. So I'm going to put a hole on each side, and then hang a little, you know, hang it up on the wall with a little thingy.
Cool.
Let me put my whole puncher in the water. And I'm going to put a hole right here. I don't want to have it too close to the top because I don't want it to break. I'm just gonna, and you got to do twisties, or else if you don't do twisties, it doesn't really work the hole. Got to work the hole. You got to work the hole in. You got to work another hole in here. Okay, and then if I want to make sure that it's on the other side too, I would make sure you don't have all your tools on. So I'm gonna flip it onto my hand. Flip it over. I just want to go through it the other way, so that way we don't have like dents. We don't have denties. The other side. And once it's dry, it actually dries pretty quick. Once it's dry, you can actually sand off anything that is not smooth. Like right there. Sorry, I could go off, sorry. What are you saying?
I like it.
This is fun to do. I'm just using a little bit of like my spit for real. Like I'm putting my love into this for real. Oh, we do stuff like that. I just gotta use my finger to dip it in the water, not my mouth. That's hilarious. You catch yourself doing weird shit like that, eh? It's like what our parents used to do when we were kids and if our face was dirty. My mom did that. She would like, put her hand on her mouth and like put a little spit on her hand and wipe her face off. We had like chocolate or something on our face. And we were somewhere, we couldn't clean our face. It's called old fashioned real life. And we weren't, our parents weren't worried about germs at that time. Right?
Right?
Or
Well, actually, no, my parents were.
well, it depends on where you grew up too, I guess. We grew up really natural, free range. We were free range. We had a lot of like freedom to go wherever we wanted, as long as the chores were done. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna put it aside, and then we're gonna start another one.
There you go.
And this one, actually, you could make it into a trinket. You could set it into a bowl and then let it dry like that. But I'm not going to. I'll show it one more time. Sorry about the noise. Okay, I'm gonna go set it in the window. That's done. And this is the shell that I use to make all my shells, is this one.
Well, that's a pretty shell.
Thank you. I thought so too, and found it and I made shell. So this little shell that I made, it's a cute little shell. I just made one to see if I liked it, and I do really like it. So if you had a few of these and make like a bathroom little little setup in the bathroom with like shells and this is also epoxy resin, so it's waterproof. So yeah, epoxy resin is waterproof. And then I got this other baked leaves that I use to make. I use this one to make. I use this one to make this.
Oh, yes.
And on this side, it's more, you have more of the lines so you want to use this side to press it in. And then I just use the gold. And this one here, I just cut like an oval shape kind of, and then I use leaves from the outside. Well, this light should be on. Maybe more light. I don't know why isn't this? Oh, it's unplugged. What about this one? They're both unplugged. Okay. I didn't think this one was unplugged. Oh, it is not. Okay, there we go. This one's not unplugged, but it's on. I think it's on low. You turn it up. Yep, it's on low. There we go. We got light.
Yay!
So now you can see better.
Light is so very important.
It is. So this one here, I just use like the leaves outside, and I have those bushes that are very prickly, but they have some really good designs on them. Their leaves. So I use their design.
There you go.
And this one too. This one here too.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah, I really like this one. It was made a bowl. I had a bowl that I used. But I used the same leaves to press on there. All right, let's put some of this stuff away. And then we'll get another piece of Right over here. This one. I want to make another shell tonight. I'll stay on for a little while. I was gonna make a little ladybug. So this is the start of a ladybug, and I never finished her. The little ladybug. Ooh, there she goes.
Uh-oh, there goes the ladybug.
There you go, she goes. Okay. Actually, before I start another project, I'm going to change my camera view, and then I'm going to sit down and have a, smoke with you or something.
You're going to partake with me?
Of course. I take with my 420 now that. This one here is a lot softer because it's not been opened at all. So this one's going to be a little.
Oh, yes.
That's why I like to use up the whole piece and not have to put it away. And this plate went up now. Eh? It used to be $1.50, and now it's $2 for this one. For like my earrings and other things, I use this one. This one here is air dry clay by Claire.
Crayola?
Yeah, that's the one. Well, right now there's just slip in here, which is like wet stuff in this one.
Oh, yes.
Just wet stuff to make seams, like fix seams and stuff, or to add a little bit of wet stuff too. So, anyway, then there's that. I have some of that left. It's white. It doesn't come out gray. It comes out white. So,
oh, neat.
Yeah, this one comes out gray, but you can paint it. So. And I find adding paint to it doesn't really work. It just messes everything up when you add paint to this. So the best thing is to paint it after you've made the project. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to change my camera view. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect. I'll have to come back in.
I did something yesterday.
What'd you do?
I went to my Indian reservation.
Did you?
I did. It was Treaty Days, and I've never been there.
That's a good thing to go to.
Considering I've never been, and every year you get $5 from the Queen or her representative. I guess it would be the King now.
Oh, wow.
Because that's part of the treaty, right?
Treaty agreement?
Yep.
Oh, my camera's showing only the table. Okay, Kitty, I hear you. Oh. I think I need to eat something too. I did eat something today. I had breakfast. I had oatmeal and bread. Come here then.
Yeah, I didn't eat either, so I might cut this short just to go and eat.
Yeah.
But
yeah, what time have I been on? 33 minutes and 9. 33:09. That's something. I've been seeing 333 and then I saw 222. Oh, 222. 3 twos.
So yeah, I took my son and we went to the Daystar Indian Reservation, which is just 45 minutes away, an hour away maybe. Not that far away at all. Not even an hour, no. So yeah, we went there because it was Treaty Days, and it's
did they have like a powwow or anything?
They didn't have a powwow, but they had ceremony. They had a pipe ceremony in the morning, and then they had a presentation on the treaty, and we came in during that part. And then after that, you got to go and get your money. And then after that, it was lunchtime, and we left after we got our money. We didn't stay for lunch. I wasn't comfortable enough to stay for lunch. It was a big deal for me to get out of the house, right? So
yeah,
and
it's
to go
to
there where I don't know. Yeah, but to go there where I don't know anybody, so it was hard, but I did it. But I didn't stick around because I wasn't comfortable.
Yeah, the white Indians never do feel comfortable, eh?
But I did it, and I got a T-shirt and 2 hats out of it because it's the 150th anniversary of Treaty 4.
Wow.
So it's a big deal. And
Well, it
they
is. Hopefully they get some of their stuff back that was like taken from them
no kidding, right?
by spiritual manipulation and stuff. So
Oh,
yeah,
I
they
hear
were
you.
definitely spiritually manipulated.
They were.
And then it came out emotionally, right? And
Yep.
so because if they talk about what they felt, then they were considered crazy or whatever. So I know how it is. I lost my baby, and his dad was Native American, and also with that is that I didn't get no support because I was pregnant and I was sick, and I didn't get no support. Everybody hated on
Hmm.
me. They hated on me. I was hated so much. Yeah, and I ended up losing my baby. But yeah.
No, I was good to go. There was a lot of curiosity about me and my dog. And because I had to take Gus, my service dog, right? He
Hmm.
goes everywhere I go. He makes it possible for me to go.
Yeah, because you always feel comfortable with them because you spend every day with them.
Hmm. So,
It's like my girl, she thinks she's my service dog. She likes literally when I walk out the door, she tries to like go between my legs to go with me. Like she tries to stop me from leaving without her. And when she couldn't walk, it was like I was stuck in here with her.
and you know that I had to put my puppy of 15 years down, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think,
So,
well, I had to put my girl down. My girl died through surgery and my other one. And then I got her. And she literally, I think, is kind of taking over the job that the other one was doing for me. You know, they will always be there for you. Well, let me roll a quick one here. And that's why I stay busy too. If I don't stay busy, I'm just going to constantly smoke weed, and it's not really, when you smoke so much, you just don't really enjoy it anymore, and then that you want to want to keep enjoying it, so you have to do other things, or else it doesn't become it it doesn't become like a moderation.
yeah.
It doesn't become a helping hand. It becomes the whole thing, and I don't want it to be. I've already been there before where I didn't have weed. I didn't want to even get out of bed. And I'm trying to like not be so dependent on it. Oh, where did I put it now? Oh, right. Yeah, yesterday I came on here just cutting fabric. I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna like start sharing more of my life with people because they want to know about me. And when I do my readings, I can't really talk about my life like on my
No,
reading.
because the readings take so much.
And also, like, I don't want my things to interfere with the reading. So if I start bringing up stuff, it's gonna make me start like focusing on that area, right? So that's why I have to be clear minded when I do readings for people because I don't want my own energy to be interfere with that. I ask my own questions when I don't do readings. Like, I ask my own questions about my angels and stuff. And my angels do answer my own questions. Like I don't like even if I'm doing a Gemini reading, I mean, yes, I do resonate a lot of the times, but I'm just reading whatever comes out and I'm not really trying to emotionally get connected to that because I'm Gemini. If it's not something that is part of my life and I'm just helping some other Gemini, I will I will know the difference because I'm not emotionally involved. If I'm reading for an energy that I may be emotionally involved with, it may
Hmm.
be harder for me. Like I'll start feeling certain things um, for that person, like while I'm doing the reading, and that's just the reading because I'm connected to them. You know what I mean? Like if I did a reading for a stranger, it wouldn't emotionally affect me in any way. But if I do a reading for a friend, there's certain areas of that person I will really resonate with because I know them. So
I had to, while you were talking, I was listening, and I went over to the YouTube side and gave you a thumbs up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was rolling one. I don't even care who's trolling me anymore, as long as they're giving me views and they're being somewhat respectful,
There you
respected.
go.
And most people out there are not very respectful anymore. So, I mean, if I'm gonna be so hard on people, then nobody's gonna come into my channel. So I'm
So,
picking and choosing out who I block.
well, don't block me.
No, not like I'm saying, like people come in here and have opinions or whatever. And sometimes people will think that it's a bad thing. No, I don't think it's a bad thing. If a person comes and has an opinion against me, even I can learn from it. So I have to, like, sometimes it takes a minute to really like dissect that, because I am an analyzer. So I'm going to analyze all that shit. Somebody
Yeah.
comes in and says something rude to me. Well, that may be personal. It might be somebody, and then I figure out who that energy could be, who's like that towards me in my real life. But yeah. All I know is I'm on YouTube to share my experiences, share my ideas, help others to realize their ideas. My cat's in front of my screen right now.
Hi, kitty kitty.
She's in heat. She wants loving. She wants loving. No, I don't regret like kind of hermiting myself for those years that I did. I don't.
Mhm.
Like, I don't regret it, because a lot of people could have sabotaged my life at that time if I was too open with it.
Well, at some point in time, sometimes you need that time to just focus on yourself,
Yeah,
heal what you need to heal, grow what needs to be grown, learn what needs to be learned, but you need to focus on yourself. And that means you have to withdraw.
exactly.
So you can do that. I
Mhm.
took 9 years and I really concentrated on I didn't date. I swore off men and I concentrated on being a mom.
Yeah, that's what I did too. Like, I didn't trust no man with my kids. I literally
So,
didn't. I didn't. You know what I mean? I didn't.
mhm.
And I always thought of friends like that too. If they're not good enough for their own kids, then they don't want them around mine. For real.
When I finally started dating again, I went on one date, one coffee date. And then I was supposed to go to the bar with the guy a little later. We were supposed to meet up at the bar, but he canceled. Only to find out he ditched me for another woman at the same
Wow.
bar.
Wow. No, rejection was your God's protection, honey. So
Oh, I laughed. I wasn't hurt at all. I figured, okay, this is a sign. Obviously, it's not bugging me. I find the humor in it. So obviously, he was not the one. But that was the only guy. And then I went straight to Sean, my hubby.
so that guy made you go, like led you to your husband, or husband to be, or you're married, right? You
Hmm.
guys are like, well, you guys did your own, uh, yeah, like that, like, and
We
it,
were handfasted, and then we were married a year and a day later by civil ceremony.
well, they consider, a certain amount of time together, living in the same house, marriage anyway, because it
Yeah,
is, you are a
yeah.
partnership, and it should be considered like that. But also,
Hmm.
like, uh, they also should consider, like, that's why agreements happen. Like, certain people feel they need to have this agreements, because, like, let's say you're in your 40s, like I am now, and like you meet someone and they have not done anything for their life, and they don't have any thoughts on any ideas what they want to do with their life, or not take any action. That's kind of unfair to, like, let them come in your life, yes, but if they are not doing anything to build on that life, then that would be a good reason to sign that agreement, that, what do they call them? What's yours is yours and what's mine is mine. So if you come in with
Prenup?
nothing, you leave with nothing. Yeah. If you haven't done anything in the meantime to build on that, right? So the way that you can do that to be safe either way is to figure out what y'all have, write it all out what you all have when you met the person.
Hmm.
And if it ever goes bad, take back what you already had. And then however, if they put in time or effort, well, obviously if it didn't work out, then obviously they didn't put any time or effort into it. So take what you got, what you did, But that's how relationships don't work because, like, yeah, you
My
shouldn't be
youngest,
you shouldn't be in a full blown relationship if you don't know that yet.
yes, my youngest, his baby daddy, his daddy or his sperm donor, I guess. We were together for 3.5 years, 3 years before I got pregnant. And it went sour when I got pregnant because although he had several children by this time, he never stuck around for any of them.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think mine was number 7 or 8.
oh wow. So you
Oh
kind of
yeah.
already had an idea that it might not last because he's already
Oh
done this.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I knew with my first marriage it wasn't going to last because as soon as I started saying my vows, I was saying in my head for as long as it lasts, when you say till death do us part,
Mhm.
it was no until it lasts for as long as it lasts. And I knew then it wasn't going to last forever, but he served a purpose. So
Yeah.
he got
Yeah,
me out of Fort McMurray.
my marriage was not like spiritual at all. Like it was just done at a courthouse with some dude that has the license. So.
Yeah, my first marriage was done by a justice of the peace.
Yeah,
My
that's what it
second
was.
marriage with Sean was done by a justice of a peace also, but we were handfasted by a priestess a year and a day before that.
Yeah. No, mine was like I wanted it to be a certain way, but obviously, if the other person didn't feel the same way, it wouldn't have happened anyway.
Yeah,
It was all fake. It would have been all fake, right? So
and
I'm not there
and
to put on a
frankly,
show.
why would you marry somebody who doesn't feel the same way about you? Like doesn't want to participate in the same rituals that you
Well,
do.
when you're
You should
young,
feel the same way.
when you're in your early 20s, I was 24 when I got married, and when you're that young, and the way I was raised is that if the person you have children with is the person you stay with, right? Like
Mm,
that's what I was raised. In that time, I
mhm,
believed it. I believed it.
mhm.
So, and also, actually, it was at that time is the first person you have sex with is the person that you stay with. Well, that wasn't going to be possible in my life because my first one was rape. So there was no way in bloody hell that I
Mine
would ever want
too.
to be with that guy, right? So,
Yeah.
um,
I didn't even know his name.
I know his name, but I don't think about him.
No, I don't even know his name. I was my friend Shanita, she set me up.
Yeah, well, it was a lady that set me up with her son, and it was she knew what was going to happen, and it did, and I was so kind and kind-hearted. Oh, I believe that I was supposed to help him, get out of bed at night, and I ran away from home, and it was I blame myself because I ran away from home because mom and dad were fighting and dad was drinking too much, and I blame myself. So I left the house and I went to one of the people that my mom met picking rocks. My mom met this lady picking rocks. So um, I used to babysit for her to babysit her grandchildren,
Mhm.
and it wasn't the one that raped me wasn't his children. It was the other brother's children. But they used to always go to bingo, and they got me to watch the children. But that's why I moved in with them because like I could watch the children for this day, whatever, right? And then I was set up, and it happened, and it was like yeah, it was cold and collective.
No, she got me to walk over to these guys' place because she knew them. They were friends of hers, and we went in and we were watching TV with them, and I can't remember their fucking name, but she knew them. And then the guy said, "Well, let's go to the store and get some munchies." And I said, "Okay, I'll go to the store with you. I need some smokes." And Shanita said, "That's a great idea. Go to the store. Take your time," which was really odd. But
Kindness as a weakness. Yeah, that's
I
awful.
figured she wanted to be alone with the roommate, right?
Yeah.
No, no. We went to the store and then we were parking and then we started kissing and then, yeah, that didn't work well in my favor.
Well, it's kind of funny as like, that kind of people exist all around, right? Like those kind of people exist all around. And that's why I think I became so protective over young girls and stuff like that. Um,
The
if
thing
I
is, he
seen
didn't even know he took my virginity.
well,
Yeah, he didn't even know. And I was so, well, ashamed. I went
yeah.
home immediately. I went
Like when we
straight
get
to the
older,
bathroom and,
see when I
mom's
get
radar
older,
is going. Okay?
and someone tries to set us up, like when we get older and someone tries to set up, like so when I was like when I 2009, whatever, when I left my ex and I left a bad situation and I met this girl and she hooked me up with weed, right? So I met her and I always thought she was not very protective over her little girl and she would bring all these different men around and all this shit and whatever. And anyways, one day I went for a walk with her and she had somebody at home watching her kid, the guy that she was with, and she would to meet someone else. And so she wanted me to come with her, right? I didn't know really what was going on. So she go meet this guy, and this guy had a friend. This guy had a friend, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she took off with this guy and left me with the other guy. And we all know what she was going to do with the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And she was expecting me to do the same with this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the guy at first says to me, he says, "Well, I can pick you up and take you, whatever, right?" Like, I'm like, "Oh, nice try, buddy. You don't know me, and I know karate and whatever." And I just kind of like, "Yeah, try me, right?" Like I'm strong when I were to fight, right? And so, anyways, I just said, "Well, we can sit here and talk and wait for her." So we sat on the side, we sat on the corner like a cement piece, whatever, and sat there and waited. And as we were waiting, the thing is that the person that I had left always had the cops on his ass. So, and it benefited me later because the cops would watch me later when I left him. The cops they would keep an eye on me or whatever they were saying. No, just what? We're just keeping an eye on you, make sure you're okay. Because, your person's really bad, blah, blah, blah. And anyways, the cops drove by at that time too when I was in there. I was always safe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The universe always had my back. But nothing happened between me and the dude because I didn't want nothing to happen. And my intuition was right on point, you know what I mean? She just needed someone. She needed a what do you call it? A decoy? Whatever.
Yeah, I was a decoy once too. My neighbor and I, we hit it off and we decided we would go to Edmonton on a girls' shopping trip. And, she talked my boyfriend into it, and her husband was okay with it because I was going. So it was all good. So we went, and then just outside of the city, she pulls over to the highway, and there's this vehicle parked. And I said, "What the fuck are we doing?" And she says, "Oh, we're getting my boyfriend." What? Like, you're a married chick and you have a boyfriend? First thing I've ever heard about it, and I thought we were like besties.
I hate when people use people, like say they're with someone and they're not.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I found the video recording.
I caught my recent ex too. He was with someone he wasn't supposed to be with, or whatever, and he hid it from me or whatever. and said he was with this other guy that I agreed with, that, he's good influence, whatever. And I went and I said, okay, I'm going to go see. I'm just going to go stay and say, hey, I'm going to have a drink with you. So I went and seen the guy. The guy wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up drinking with that guy. And then that guy tried to set me up by taking me to a nudist camp. And that guy knew the other guy. You know what I mean? They knew each other. So tried to set me up. Then it backfired big time. I did go to a nudist camp, but I hung out with other people, not him.
We sat down. Her boyfriend brought his friend. So So my neighbor stopped at the side of the road. Didn't let me finish to pick up her boyfriend. Well, her boyfriend brought his friend. So I was expected to play nice with his friend.
Yeah, that sounds like the story I just told you with that girl too. Yeah.
Yep, it is. And
why do people do that?
I at least knew him. His name was Shane, and he did roofs, and I at least knew him, and he knew me. And we just kind of looked at each other, and we kind of both groaned, and I said Shane, and he said Trish. And then we're going down the highway, and Denise realizes that this is going to be a bit of an issue, and she turns back and she goes, so you two know each other? Yeah. Is this going to be an issue? I don't know. It depends on how far you want this to go.
Come here.
Yeah, that was a fun weekend. We went ice skating. We went all over West Edmonton Mall. We got so loaded. It was a fun weekend. Even though I had a shack up with Shane.
I used to have a friend that married my ex-husband. She wanted my leftovers.
Well, I can't say that. Some women have wanted my leftovers too.
Let them have it.
So always go ahead. You have at her.
Yeah. If they failed with me, they're if they fail with me, they're like damaged goods, like really. Like
the Russian I met at 16, the one he went with another young girl and ended up getting her knocked up, so he was done.
Wow.
She got him in marriage. Let me see. My other guy named Jamie, we broke up, and he ended up with another girl, and he ended up with her. They ended up married. Let me see. There was a couple like that. They went from me and they found their forever, which was awesome. And then there's ones that, just claim that I'm evil and I ripped out their heart and ruined them for every other woman. So whatever.
Yeah, there's those ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had this dude that when I first tried to go on dates, whatever, I met this dude. I think I met him at a bar in Leamington, whatever. And the dude, I felt bad for him in a way, but he was not a bad looking guy. He was very nice to me at first. He would take me places and stuff. He only had one eye. He had one fake eye. Okay, so it didn't really freak me out that much. But it only lasted about a week, and that was just starting. After a week, it just started getting really obsessive. He was just coming over right after work. His mom would message him and say, "Come home," and he was I think it was Portuguese or something like that. But he was a very violent man. I heard that he hurt his mother and stuff. And after I ended it with him, I tried to end it with him the first night. I had to hide in my own place, and my kids knew where I was, but I had to hide. I had a couple drinks with the guy, and then I told him that I couldn't handle him anymore. I needed him to go home, and he didn't want to leave, and I needed to be alone. I needed to be away from him. Oh, I had enough, and this was the day that I woke up to my dog, in labor, and he was exhausting my energy so much that I had fallen asleep through her labor. And when she had her first puppy, it didn't start well. And it was very traumatizing to wake up to that.
Mm-hmm.
And she ended up only having one puppy that she ended up having that stayed alive. So it was kind of cold in the room because I had the air conditioner on. And because I was so overtired, I didn't wake up to her. Anyways, to try to end it with the guy, I had to hide. I used to live in this place called the Ghetto Mansion. I used to call it the Ghetto Mansion. It was like huge place. It was like big farmhouse, and then it had like garages all around it and a junkyard behind it. And it was a huge place I could hide. My kids, I told them I gotta hide from this guy. Maybe he'll just leave.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, he went, told my sister that I used him and all this stuff, and I never used him. He took me places like the beach, da da da. Took me to the car show, whatever, and we went walking at parks and stuff, whatever. But like, I never asked him to do that. He wanted to do
Well,
something every day.
exactly, right? How is that using if you never asked?
That's what my sister said too. No, like she didn't use you.
I've been accused of using people before, and it's like, no, sorry.
No, you wouldn't leave me alone, buddy. Like you wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah. It's like, no, sorry. I don't use
Yeah.
people. I've been used. I know how it feels. I wouldn't do that to somebody else.
No, I tried to find out how, if I need some help, something from someone, I kind of try to figure out how both people can benefit from the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that we can, always help each other out, like energetically. Oh my God. She's been good lately. And as soon as I said it, like she's been good. She hasn't been really bad at being like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just like probably gonna make a few more things on there and I'm just gonna like zone into it. I just want to join and uh yeah.
I'm going to start another channel like you told me to.
Yeah, and then we can do spiritual stuff on that. That's what I was thinking. And we
So,
can actually set up sessions like I want to. Like I want to
yeah.
set up like class, like almost like a class every day. We learn an hour. Like we learn about spirituality for an hour every day or something. Not every day, maybe like
Okay, because
once
I'm
a week.
sitting there thinking, no, I don't know if I can do every day.
No, yeah, either. Like I can't even. Why do I do that? Like why do my mind says I want to do it, and then I think I have to like literally say, "Hey, are you gonna be able to do it?" I have to start doing this. I know I've been making a lot of promises. I told people keep me to them, hold me to them. If I don't do something that I say I'm gonna do, it's usually because nobody ever said they wanted me to when I brought
Mm-hmm.
it up. That's why I normally haven't done it because nobody said it was a good idea or whatever, or nobody said they wanted to. So then I think it's not a good idea, and then I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Usually happens. But I want to, I don't wanna just do it by myself, you know what I mean? I don't wanna just think about all this stuff myself, and I want someone else to, like, bounce off of spiritually. Like, like, our thoughts, like, confirmation,
I can be a bouncing board in confirmation.
like, with each other, right? Like, your
Yep.
thoughts too, like, anybody else
Yep.
that wants to learn more about their own spiritual awakeness, and I know a lot of people want to be more spiritually connected, but they just don't know how to go about it. And then they go about it the wrong way, and then they end up in trouble and end up in the wrong place. I watched the video the other
Ah,
day,
those are
actually.
the good old days.
No, I remember the other day there was a lady. Okay, do you believe in being like spiritually attacked to the point where you start having schizophrenia? Well, this lady, okay, so this is what I was thinking about her. She says that she has schizophrenia, whatever. That's what she thinks. Okay, so she was saying that she was doing all these spiritual things. But when you watch her videos, and she's saying she believes in Jesus and all that, but when you watch her videos, you see a lot of like um witchcraft stuff, like in a witchcraft way, like
Uh-huh.
in the lower earth side kind of energy, like the star with the 2 points up instead of the 1 point up. You know what I mean?
Uh,
So
okay, yeah,
she's being controlled by the lower god,
yeah,
right? So that's why she's going through all of these spiritual warfare.
yeah,
What she's going through is spiritual warfare.
yeah.
And yeah, I don't even remember like her channel or whatever. It was a very small channel. She's just starting to share.
Mhm.
And sharing too much of that is making her more vulnerable to it. Because there is a lot out there that want to attack people spiritually, especially the vulnerable ones that are trying to learn more about it, like her. And then, you know, she ends up thinking that there's something wrong with her because she's being controlled energetically. Yeah. Well, that's my thing.
Okay, well, I will create another channel and let you know what it's called.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And that will be purely for my magics and for my gaming.
Mhm. Yeah, I do only magic if it's like natural from God, and I don't do anything negative intentions for anything I do.
Oh
I only
gosh,
magic.
no.
Prayer is the
Gosh,
best
no.
way. The best way is to pray and then listen to or watch. Keep your eye
Mhm.
open for our things. Watch for why you are connecting with certain people. There's always reason for it. We all believe that there's a reason for everything. So
Mhm.
um, I've connected with some really interesting people lately, and there's a reason for it. So,
Absolutely.
and I'm trying to find that balance.
Every bring Everybody brings something to the table
Yeah,
that you can learn from.
and I know a lot of those people have gone through probably worse than I have, maybe. And I've gone through some pretty bad stuff, but like I think that some of those people have had it even worse. Some of those
Mhm.
people I'm connecting with, and maybe that's why we are all sent to each other. And I can like know that I'm not alone. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yes, you need to know that you're not alone.
Yeah, and that's just one of the like when I did my promotional video. Like we've all felt that. Like when I first met you 3, 4 years ago, whatever. I've met you for a while, and I used to not trust anybody, like, and
Mhm.
and when you're feeling like that, and I'm starting to like let go of those things because I'm trusting the angels that the angels will protect me, and not send me into any territories that I don't know or understand. Uh, so I trust them more, and so that way I trust people more and their intentions.
Mhm.
And like when you're putting off that energy is like that you don't trust, is like that makes the other person almost feel like you are the shady one, right? Because that's the energy you're carrying, is that shady energy that you're feeling for the other person. There's like, are they shady? Are they what
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And if you're
You're
thinking
you're
that,
you're wondering it so much you're emanating it.
yeah, so if you're thinking that the other person is gonna feel it, and then they're gonna start thinking it about you. So and then it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
So I always try to illuminate honesty and truthness and peace. Like that brings the most peace is everybody's honest about what their intentions is, you or even like why they like your videos, or like, I've had some people really express themselves, and those are people that if they never would have expressed themselves of how much they're learning from me and stuff like that, I would have never given them the first, second, or third chance.
Mhm.
After that, you know what I mean? Those people, if they mess up a little bit, then I will forgive them because they are still wanting to learn.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like, they've kind of like earned the forgiveness, even if they're an asshole and say something mean to me one day. I mean, I'll forgive them. But
Mhm.
if somebody doesn't know me at all, then I might not even give them a chance to begin with unless they change their tune towards me. And I'm learning a lot about some of the people in that videos or people I used to watch and sometimes went in their chat and they were very rude to me and they thought they were above everybody else. And now it's funny how those people that used to follow that person is following somebody that's following me and I'm following them.
Mhm.
It's like in your face, bitch.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna say nothing about nothing, but I'm just figuring it all out.
Yep.
Bits here and there. And and that's not and I'm not gonna say what community that's from either.
No, no,
It's
you
not
don't have
it's
to
not from
name it.
like your community or anything
Yeah.
or like my own. It's not from that. It's a different community. But they're all like they're all going where the honesty is, and where they can get the truth, instead of bullshit and just like uh living off of other people's trauma and causing more. This person did that. They were in a crime community. So I didn't really interact with crime community. I just watched some of it, which I stopped doing. And then I guess a lot of the crime channels got taken down. Like the drama crime channels got taken down. I heard from YouTube. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe that's why I don't see them anymore.
Maybe. Or the algorithms have changed or something.
Yeah, maybe they do want to expose the good stuff out there. Like put it out there. Bring it out there more instead of the bad. Because if yes, if a lot of people are sharing the bad, a lot of people are aware, but doesn't mean that a lot of people are going to be helped just because they're aware.
Mhm.
So we have to spread the good news too. Anyways, I'm bored now, like just sitting here. But I don't want to turn my screen around too, but then I could see you. And if I do I only
So
do that in
basically, you want to go so you can go and be creative.
No, I don't want to go. I wanted to put some hours on here since this channel is like young still. I start like building up the hours now. By the time I get monetized, I'll have like the hours I need instead of like
Yeah.
on my other channel. I don't have the hours I need because I don't.
Yeah.
Once we start doing spiritual stuff on there, I'll get the hours. You know,
Mhm.
because
Well, I
we'll
like
spend.
the idea of splitting it like you have. You have your craft channel
Mhm.
and you have your spiritual channel and I'm willing to make a craft channel, which I already have, and I'm willing to make a spiritual channel so we can do things because I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, use AI to generate what you're looking for to put in your about page, not about page, but under each video, it will automatically put it under each video, and you have to put your settings on it. So you want the same, like it says you want to see more in the bottom of your video. It says you know all this stuff.
Okay.
So AI can generate all that for you as long as you type in what you're looking for. Like for a YouTube, what do they call that? About page? No, the about page is something else, but it it's the about video page. It's on each video. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I
how some
think,
people have like you can have like up to
yeah.
500 words or something like that,
Yeah.
or
No,
5,000.
it is called the about page. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So there you can put it there, and then you can go to your settings and say that you want it to be like always there for every video. So if you put
Mm.
like, I am a spiritual light worker, give me a write out about my about page on YouTube, and then it'll write all this stuff out, and then it'll leave blank your name or your channel name. It'll leave it blank, so you just fill in your channel name. You go over it and see if it'll fits what you believe, and if there's anything you don't believe in that. Because I did spiritual, I didn't. I think I said spiritual tarot and oracle reader. or spiritual light worker. Something I can't remember what I put in, but it did give me a long, cool thing with all the emojis too and everything. All you have to do is copy that, paste that onto your channel, and then you just do your little edits, and that makes it so much easier not to create an about page every single video. That makes sense.
Sorry.
I know you zoned out because the way I'm talking. I'm very monotone when I'm talking.
No, my train of thought went completely from listening to you to thinking about my channel, and boom, I was gone thinking about my channel. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, but I was talking about the channel too.
I
I was
know
talking
you
about
were. You
so
got
you
me.
were imagining it already.
I was. I
So your
was. I was
spirit was
visualizing it.
listening, but your mind was thinking and creating it.
Absolutely.
I got it.
Absolutely. It was. And I'm sorry. Just spaced out there doing that.
Yeah, but
But I
I
was
like to
being
share
creative
that
in my
stuff
head.
to make it easier for people. Like to share, make it easier for people. You don't have to sit there and think about all these things to put in your blah 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 blah. You know,
Mhm.
AI is there to do that, to do some of the work for you. You still have to do some of the work.
Cool.
Those are things that, it's always gonna, you don't wanna it's a lot of work already to create a video, it's a lot of work to even create a live stream. It's a lot of
Yeah.
work. And if you have that little bit already done for you each time and you have it set it like that, then and the same with my crafty channel here. It says that I'm a print entrepreneur. So I said, write me out a page about entrepreneurship. Da da da. And I changed a few words in there and it was better than I had on there.
Cool.
Yeah, so
I don't think I've noticed,
whatever your
so I
niche
shall
is,
check it out.
you just type it on your AI generator website.
Okay. Like, is it a specific website?
Let me look it up and I'll show it, see if I can show it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I have to go into my other my cast log. Because I do have a lot of pages saved. I just saved it in my save page bookmark. I have a lot of things bookmarked.
Oh, I get that. I have a lot of things bookmarked too. I have lists upon lists of bookmarks.
Oh,
And
it's
then I
called
have folders.
okay, it's called Chat GPT.
Chat?
Yeah, like Chat GPT. What are you doing, Kitty? Stop.
Oh, okay. Chat GPT.
Yeah, that's what I've got highlighted here.
Ooh. And you don't have to sign in, hey? You can use it just as.
Yeah, well, I think you just, I don't think you have to create an account. No, I don't think you do. No, I don't know why nobody's in here. YouTube didn't send me nobody today. How nice. You're so mean, YouTube or StreamYard. You're so mean. I find that less people come in when I'm on StreamYard. And I find more people come in when I'm on my tablet outside or something. More people come in right away.
Oh, yeah. People like outside. I notice that when I do my lives outside,
Mhm.
I get a lot more people interested
But I think the people
and
that watch
engaging
on their
in there.
tablets and on their phones is different than people watch on their home computer and stuff because
Mhm.
the people that watch on their home computer probably get sent to when you're on your home computer, they get sent to you, and then people that are watching on their tablet gets or phones get sent to you more when you're on your phone live or tablet live.
Oh, maybe I never thought of it that way.
Because even when I go inside my
Hmm.
house and I'll go in my my like I'll walk all over my house or whatever with my phone or my tablet, whatever. When I go live on my tablet and I walk all over my house, there's a lot of people looking at me. It's weird. It's like people want to see everything about your house or something.
Yes. Yes.
You want to
I
see
do
maybe
it when
if
I
you
do
can,
house tours, everybody likes those. Yep.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, when I
Everybody
showed
loves
my
their
garden,
kitchen.
yeah, I think my mom was surprised of how many plants I had when she came in here today. She's only like she hasn't been in my house and like she was here once. I've been here like 6 years or something, and she's been here once before that. But she hasn't been really mobile that well. Like
Mhm.
it's very sore for her to walk up the stairs. And we have elevators here that don't work anymore. Like they're not there anymore. But there used to be elevators in this building. But it's a really old building, so I don't think they're gonna ever get replace those elevators or anything like that.
That would suck.
Yeah, and I'm on second floor. Like that elevator, if the elevators would have been working here and they still had them, it would have been really helpful for my dog to be able to
Yeah.
get her out instead of having to clean the floor for 5 months. Cleaning up poop and pee every day for the last 5 months. That's what I've been doing. Anybody's wondering what I was doing for the last 5 months, that was I was doing every day. She's done doing that now. Now she's actually going outside.
That's good.
Yeah. She hasn't had her pain medicine. She hasn't had it in like 4 days. I
Oh,
only have
wow.
like I only have like this much left in the little bottle, and I just like the vet said give it to her like every other day if you want to wean her off, right? So I give it to her a couple times every other day, and then all of a sudden I just didn't give it to her, and then she's been fine.
Awesome.
Like I haven't seen any change in her. She hasn't been like breathing heavy or anything like that in pain or haven't
Mhm.
noticed anything. So, and that's
Mhm.
$100 for that medicine. And I went through 2 bottles of that. Her food is I got to keep her on the food that she's on, which is Hillside. It's the only food that she is well with her. The other food that I had was very harsh on her, and that's done. Like she's got nice, normal, whatever now, and
She's on Hill's Science Diet.
yeah,
Yeah.
and now she's on the skin health one. I think I'm not sure which one she's on. But I ended up buying it,
That's
but it's $100,
I love
right? So
that.
that's what's really making me
Everything.
making me
Oh,
more
it's
feel like
diet. Your dog's got to go on Hill's Science Diet.
yeah, the best for them. What I found is the best for them. Like one here, this one here is the science diet for what is it for? Oh, preferred weight. Okay, so that's
Oh, yes.
preferred weight is the one I got there this time,
She's
and
on a
it's
diet, is she?
yeah, she's still on her diet. She still needs a little bit more, losing more. So, and I only give her a cup and a half a day. And then this isn't here. It's got rice in it. It's got tomato in it. Shows tomato and rice and chicken. Yeah, she still gets her half a cup. And these aren't. I like these kibbles because they're bigger. So if I give it to her and like how she's supposed to have it in treat form, so that way she never gets really hungry
Uh-huh.
when I give it to her in treat form, and also like yeah. So and I have it. I have a little bit of that mixed up with the other stuff that I had before. But in a couple days, she was already improved. Like her her how her outside thing was going. But yeah, these are
Mhm.
nice size kibbles. Nice size pieces.
Yeah, I've seen. Remember, grew up in a pet store.
And this one here is very small. Like that's what I had before, and
Mm.
that's one where it's more like they said it was more a holistic diet. So it was a little harsh on her. It made her constipated.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so I changed back to this one. The other one was like half the price. That was the only thing good about it.
Yeah.
And it was from pet store.
Yeah, I've got I've got Gus on the only 5-star dog food, or one of the few 5-star dog foods that's available in Canada, according to my trainer who gave me Gus.
Yeah, I'll show you how she's looking now. She's looking a lot better than she did 5 months ago. She
Oh,
is,
yeah, look at her.
yeah, she is doing good. And I don't know, in a week or so, she's supposed to get her nails cut.
Cool.
There's a lady that comes to our building, so I told her the next time she comes to our building, I would like her to get done, and she only charges like $20.
Nice. I do
So
my own nails.
she won't let me, so I just stopped fighting.
Yeah, Gus is a good dog. He's been trained to allow people to touch his paws and everything, so he's
Oh, she lets me touch it. As soon as I get the clippers out, I can do whatever to her paws. 'Cause I touched her paws a lot when they were cracked a lot, when she had
mhm,
paw problems. But her nails got over long because of COVID and everything, and nobody was doing it out there. And she had never done it. I've never, like, I always got it done. And, and before that, we were always out walking or running. And she didn't
mhm,
need it.
mhm.
She would wear them off. But then all that happened, and then she got really long nails because she's a digger. She's a digger, and she doesn't get to dig. Her nails grow really long, and she has a
Yeah.
black. She has a black flick, and I'm afraid to cut her, make her bleed. I had somebody else do it that was in town here. They made her bleed once accidentally, but and I
Yeah,
just
I've Gus bleed, it happens.
yeah, I
It
know.
wasn't too bad. I felt
Then I found
guilty.
a vet
I
though.
got over it.
Yeah, and then I we started going to the vet, and then I got to take her there. Before that, I couldn't really take her anywhere because she was really obese. She
Mhm,
couldn't even get in my car anymore. Now I can get her in my car, no problem. Like she'll jump up the front part, and then I'll like kind of lift her in the back. That's how she gets in my car now. But before, I couldn't even lift her. Now I can lift. Yeah, before she was like, the pot belly pigs. That's the
oh,
size
yeah.
she was before. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I started believing I didn't have a dog. I had a pig.
My trouble right now is trying to keep Gus at a relatively good weight. He's packed on a few pounds, so he's a little overweight, and I don't want him to get any fatter. So I've got to try and maintain his weight, but not get him fat. And I don't go out with him every day because I have agoraphobia. It's really hard.
Yeah, and that's
Go
why she
out
got
for
the
a
way
walk.
she did because I didn't go out, and I felt really guilty, and then I felt really guilty and just like shit about myself too, and about that, and then that made me just totally focus on her, put all the focus on. I didn't care what anybody said or did. I had some rude comments when I first like told people about what I was going through with my dog on this channel, and had somebody leave a really nasty comment. So I just stopped sharing most
Mhm.
of it, and unless my vet wanted to see an update, I would do an update for my vet, and that's all I did. So, and she walked every day, and look, when she couldn't walk down the stairs, I walked her down up and down the hallway every day to get her food. So once she did start moving, that's what we did every day. And that was
Yeah, I
really
gotta get out and start some kind of a walking regiment. I told my husband I would do it once the weather was nice. Well, the weather's nice and I haven't done it yet, so I have
yeah.
to start getting out there and walking. Hey, Gussie?
Hey, I'm gonna end this stream, but stay on there. We'll just talk for a minute.
Okay.
All right, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later.